Opsonization is the process where the microbial surfaces would be marked by either the C3b complement molecule or the IgG, after which these pathogens would be flagged for phagocytosis, and thus they would be engulfed by phagocytic cells. So in other words, opsonization is the process where pathogens would be flagged for phagocytosis, and the two opsonins that you should be familiar with are the C3b and the IgG. So once these pathogens are engulfed, there are three mechanisms through which they can be destroyed. The first one is by the lysosomes, which have the digestive enzymes, and this is an oxygen independent mechanism of killing pathogens. The other two mechanisms through which pathogens can be killed are oxygen dependent. So the enzyme that is shown here, NADPH oxidase, is responsible for the respiratory burst reaction, where it converts the oxygen into the superoxide radical, and this is toxic to the pathogens. The other enzyme that is responsible for killing is the myeloperoxidase, which combines the hydrogen peroxide with the chloride to make the HOCl radical, and this is also highly toxic. So again, NADPH oxidase and myeloperoxidase killing, these two mechanisms are oxygen dependent. In addition, I would like you to know that superoxide dismutase is the enzyme that will detoxify superoxide radicals into the hydrogen peroxide, and then later on hydrogen peroxide will be converted to water and oxygen by catalase and the glutathione peroxidase enzyme. So you should be familiar with this pathway. And then one final point I would like to mention is that patients with chronic granulomatous disease, they lack the NADPH oxidase, and thus they are sensitive to the catalase positive organisms. And that concludes our discussion.